What's going on, guys? Boiler Room Trading, Brandon here. Today's recap. What a fantastic day for continuation. A lot of great calls today. Thursday the 9th. Let's get into it. From the recap yesterday, we had the Intel short way back up here from the split fail. Covered most of it on the first initial big dump there. First big 4-digit profit day in quite a while, so really fantastic. We waited for the continuation down to the channel and weakness break after it broke the low part of our gap that we found in the daily 47. The target was $46. It hit 46.05. That was the call way back in here, targeting 46. Shout out to a lot of the members that took that one. That was a huge trade today. Next one on the board was Netflix. Netflix was a monster move as well today. Very early call, very easy setup for the elites here. It was a pop to short day, so I called the pop to short early. Pop to 200 EMA was the first entry. Came back down, watched this consolidation range, looked at the volume beat, called our short right here at these two candles. Risk of the VWAP long. Bam, fantastic move. A lot of our members capitalized on this one, so really fantastic day on that one. Got the first initial dump there at about 5 points, and if you held even longer for her portion size, calling about 6 points there. So fantastic call on the Netflix short. What else do we got? The other calls that we were working with today, we had Facebook. Everything was kind of a pop to short kind of day there. Very early pop to short on Facebook happened as well. Hit the 100 EMA down and cranked it right down to 186. You had about a 1.5 lay on that one. The SPY was a pretty easy breakdown this morning. All we had to do is work off our weekly levels. We broke that pre-market on our weekly trend here. That 285.70 was a big one as it broke down to one of our split candles built on the 4-hour chart there. All we had to do was wait for the double top, and it was coming all the way down. Fantastic grind. Second call here was getting a little bit extended, so we waited for the retrace. Picked the exact resistance point, 284.40s on the, again, daily support resistance chart. Waited for the next retest and short down. Had a very nice call there. On the market, we knew right where the direction was going at this time. Amazon was our last one that we can cover today. Now we'll go over LYFT too. Amazon was a pop to short day on the call as well. For the breakdown targeting the weekly. So it did give you a little rollover even if you missed that entry. I said pay attention to the 72-hour layover line. Once that one breaks to the downside, it is game over. So once it came down and held our overlay bright yellow trend, came back down, tapped our support. We had 1893 about there set for an over-under level. Came back up, tested the trend as resistance, so broke the trend, came back up, tested, got the confirmation of the VWAP and the trend. Targeted was the weekly. This was a short reversal line for over-under as well here at the gray 4-hour trend at 1891, so it came all the way back down, snapped that, consolidated under it with a ton of weakness, got really close to our target here of the weekly trend, and as we came back down already and rolled over, we got that goal multiple times here. Now she's breaking under our weekly trend again, so very strong level there, breaking down. I'm assuming SPY is coming down as well with it here. It's about time for some of the retracement here time, so we're going to start looking for different reversal moves. I don't think a big market dump's coming, but fantastic to all the people that took Amazon short, Netflix short. It was a very good day in elites. The other one was, I guess, Disney and LYFT we can tap on real quick. Disney, we had the pre-market high levels as a little dip to rip there, and then in this consolidation right here, we looked at the volume beats, which is a big elite webinar here that we know how to read volume here. We've seen all these dumps coming way prior to the engulfing seller candles. The only indicator you really need is a volume, and man, did that really play out well. So it had the big dump here, retrace VWAP, gave you all the confirmation in the world for the 200 EMA rejection, and it had a very good short down. So a couple members were watching that one at least on Disney. LYFT, I did just contract close my big winners on LYFT. We were short LYFT yesterday from here at 57.30 with 56 puts. Capitalized on a lot of those on the big dump cover here, but opened up a lot of them on the big push up and down. Now, LYFT looks like it's recovering a little bit here. That's good. Let's see where we're at. I think it was the 4-hour here. Yeah. So on the 4-hour, all we did was target on LYFT for the first pullback, that first big up. The resistance was 54.30. That was going to be the short entry for the reverse. So we needed a big pop up from that huge down day to catch an intraday resistance mark to short it down again for puts, and that was this big guy right here, orange line intraday of 54.30s, and you can see that it kind of retraced up to that level. Let's stretch this out a tad bit. Big retrace up to the level, just a little bit over 50.30s, consolidation, had the volume beaten engulfing and came down. So another good trade there. Looks like it, and then right at the end of the day here, I called a flag for reversal to watch break and hold a higher low. So that definitely played true. A little dump ski before it happened, but recovering a pinnacle pre-market level there at 54.19. And I'll pretty much just equate this to the Fed speak right now, because Bostic is talking and he says, again, he's just reiterating for the algos to take over on the reversal time, which we just talked about, looking for longs right in this current moment, this second of the market. Bostic saying he believes almost all points inflation to move. So giving just bullish catalyst, and we've been beaten down for days, so you would never short into something like this. So he says he's saying no indication of economy overheating, and the unemployment rate is at historic lows, even though we got a beat on the lows that we had on the unemployment this morning by 8,000. So we'll see. Was a little bit of a head and shoulders pattern to break down on SPY right there. But then, of course, any kind of news catalyst driven this week is going to be popping that against you on the market. That's always something to look forward to. But if you're in the Elites members, we took care of it today. It was a fantastic day. We'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow.